Hello and welcome to the first video where I'm going to do my road to MSI. I went over this on Friday. If you haven't watched one of my videos before, I planned out what kind of videos I'm going to do leading up to MSI in League of Legends. The mid-season invitational in Korea. I'm going to preview each team, which you can see here by the title. Saigon Buffalo is the team that I'm doing first from Vietnam. They are the second place team from Vietnam. If you also didn't catch my video from this morning, I went over why GAM Esports did not go in my news and notes video. So I'm doing this from what I believe is the 11th place team all the way to the first place team, and then I will also have predictions and things like that after. So I will have daily content every day. I've done this for months now where I've had daily content in some shape or form. So if you like this sort of content, subscribe to the channel, like down below. Check the channel for any content in regards to the major four regions. I have it down. So you see this board's pretty empty. And that's because Vietnam has not played internationally since COVID. So, 2019 was the last time we had a Vietnamese representative, and it was Phong Vu Buffalo, which just so happens to be this team. Just, a different version. You see here that Hasmed, Bean Froggy, and Taki all have never played internationally before. This is what I'm doing. I rank them. Based on their stats from their region versus the other regions. I did not. Obviously not all regions are created equally. So the top four regions, the four major regions, I have separate. So no way are the smaller region teams going to have a top four player. This is not going to happen, at least in my rankings. I mean, theoretically, it could be true, but for the sake of the rankings, I don't have that. So, overall, when I include the top four teams, most of these players are in the bottom eight. In the bottom eight. They're in the bottom portion of the rankings, the highest being 8th for Hasmed and Bean Taki 9th, and Froggy 11th. Now, what's interesting is we have a pair of a coach and an AD carry that have been here before. And what's even more interesting about this is the fact that Big Koro is subbing in. Shogun, their normal AD carry, right now is subbed out according to Leaguepedia. And I'm curious if that has something to do with age. I'm not sure. But right now he's subbed out. If it was Shogun, it would be zeros across the board here. But, I wanted to have something on the board anyway. So, of course, I'm going to put Big Kuro on there if they already aren't considering him their bot laner. So, him and Ren, the coach, have been to international events before on 3 occasions. 2017 Worlds with Young Generation. 2018 with Phong Vu Buffalo. And then in 2019 at MSI with Phong Vu Buffalo. 2019 being their best result, they finished 6th place. In those games, Big Koro, they've played 38 games. Ren was a player during 2017, and then 2018, 2019, he was coach. But in those games, Big Koro went 37% win rate, put up a 2.5 KDA and a 9.12 CS per minute. Now, I'm not surprised by these numbers. Most of these numbers really aren't that relevant. Especially KDA and CS per minute. Obviously, meta changing, things change. But a 9.12 internationally at least keeps up with the competitor across the rift within lane. Obviously, 9 to 10 is a good number to shoot for. In 2019, he did have an 8.8 or something, which would be below what you would like. He also had very high kill share, like near 30%, which is pretty damn high even for an AD carry. So he clearly in those 3 years that he went, he was the the guy that finished off the deal and played AD carry like he was supposed to, getting all the kills for Buffalo. So that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say about Saigon Buffalo. Tomorrow, I believe, I just looked, I might have the CB Lull team. I'm not sure. But as of right now, I have Saigon Buffalo last, 11th out of 11. I think GAM Esports would have been higher. I really do. I'm disappointed that GAM is going to the Southeast Asia games instead of these guys, because these guys honestly could have went to those games and ran the table as well, looking at the other countries in the games. I mean, there's a couple PCS teams in there, but they're not really overly competitive PCS teams. So that's that for the first of what will be many videos leading up to MSI. If you like this sort of content, like I said, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below if you are a Vietnamese fan, you watch the VCS, what does Saigon Buffalo look like? How disappointed are you that GAM Esports aren't going? Do you think GAM would have been more competitive at this tournament? Where do you think they would have finished? And yeah, so thank you for watching this video.